is Lucrezia Moro. I'm Italian, I'm 37, and I'm a natural dyer. Being a natural dyer, it means that you go in nature, you forage plants, barks, leaves, petals, whatever you need, and you extract colors to actually and basically color textiles or fabrics or items with plant-based colors. My passion began when I was a young girl. I used to spend hours in the day in the garden of my family, playing with leaves and making, strange potions, and that was my favorite game. And growing, when I was on my 20s, I moved to another region where I met people who introduced me to these techniques, and so I get in touch with this knowledge on, the treasure that plants keep. And it was amazing for me because I was, a urban girl. I was living in the city. I was a stranger to this knowledge, and it was very fascinating to me. I began as a self-taught dyer, so I started experimenting with the plants I was finding around, even without knowing the real names, and then studying a bit, taking a few courses, buying books, and I understood how the technique works. I like to work with spots, with this kind of very earthy and chaotic effect, which is not very chaotic because you must know and learn how to just manage it. I was studying philosophy of science, and then I had a restaurant with other people, and it was a project on natural cooking, using organic food, local, seasonal, and so on. And unfortunately, it didn't work at all, and I was stressed and probably depressed. So my family, my mom, they told me, okay, just give your dreams a chance. What would you imagine for your future? What do you love? What do you like? What makes you happy? And going back to that happiness, reminding of those games I was doing with plants, and somehow helped me. So I began this project, which is named BILULU. BILULU is my nickname when I was a young girl. My father was born in Tanzania in Africa, so it's a Swahili word for little bug. It's like a joke he was doing, because Lulu means treasure in Swahili, and it's like the common nickname for Lucrezia. While BILULU, it was like, he was joking. And so BILULU is my project of life, trying to find my space on planet Earth, and it began in 2013, more or less, so almost 9 years ago. Being a natural dyer is not easy, especially in Italy, because we don't have a community. Actually, our job doesn't exist. We don't have a tax code to pay our taxes as dyers, so somehow we are illegals. I'm a tailor, for example. I'm a knitwear designer. I pay my taxes in that way, but I cannot say I'm a natural dyer. So we don't have all that support and advantages, you might say, or like rights that usually a job gives to an individual. So there's no one protecting us. Sometimes you're alone in your city. There's no one else doing your job. So you feel kind of weird. You're like the strange girl looking for strange plants with, like blue hands. And so sometimes you feel alone, and having a community, it's a huge thing, because you can meet other people with your same passion and reading the same book, and that's huge. What I would suggest to a beginner or to someone who is interested in the natural color world or in a more sustainable art is just that values, ethical values, come first, always. If you stick to that and you're super honest with yourself and with others, then money, success, and all the rest will come. But the first thing is that find what you really, really like, what makes you happy, and do it following your values. That's it.